I think the most important thing is civic responsibility. It's citizenship, first and foremost. The whole idea, and I said before, that language gets us involved in the larger community. Without language, there's no communication. I mean, that's what it's all about.
I think that being a writer today is perhaps even more sort of a liberating experience than it's been in the past, in the sense that we have so many different media and modes and opportunities to share the things that we write, and that writing is no longer sort of bound to the traditional page conception of a printed page.
I think of writers today as people who really need to be adept with a wide range of skills and practices. They need to be folks who, of course, have a grasp on written English, but also understand, that writing is surrounded on all sides by other interesting kinds of forms of communication. So writers need to be able to figure out how to not just work with text, but how to craft messages that draw on and deploy these other kinds of media too.
So being a writer means being a publisher, it means being a designer, it means being a computer expert, or at least somewhat computer knowledgeable. It means being a filmmaker, it means being a recording artist. But I think that writer actually is a really good term, because I think that writer is a term, as a title, is a word that both suggests something specific, but also is broad enough to suggest this larger thing. So when I say I'm a writer, people have an idea of like what that means, but at the same time, they haven't necessarily thought through the sort of expanded definition of writer.
Become adept at responding to a range of situations and challenges and problems and questions, and know what to do, basically, know how to respond. So for me, it's not just one thing.
So, I like to think that students would leave a program like this having gained some confidence in the face of uncertainty. So that's to say, when they sort of come up against this new writing challenge, this new occasion to write, but they're feeling maybe some uncertainty about how to proceed, that they'll be in a much better position to figure out ways to still do that work and to even be successful with it, of course. So the confidence piece is really key. This is one of the reasons I think there's value in studying written communication for the duration of an undergrad program, because the confidence seems to me to be really running parallel with what we think of as professionalism.
So when somebody takes up a pen or puts fingers to the keyboard, there's more going on than just producing a text. And so I think that mindfulness, that sort of ethical awareness, and that sort of hopeful, open attitude so far as trusting the process is something that all students coming out of our program need to take with them. Having done so, then they're in a position to adapt to different rhetorical situations they encounter throughout life. And in doing so, likely will not only be more effective communicators, but will benefit themselves in terms of learning through that process, not just about what's around them, but who they are as people as well as writers.